Yo, what's up, everybody? It's David Palmer, the Leo King, and guess what time it is? It's contest time for the VIP ticket for my live show that's going to be out in Las Vegas at the SLS Hotel and Casino called Hope in the Desert. Now, we're going to wait for some people to join us before I do the contest. We had over 1,000 people enter, so a lot of people that want to go, it looks like. A lot of people want this ticket. And I think it would only be fair to wait for people. I did post it on the app. I did post it on my Facebook. I posted it on all social media. I posted it on YouTube. I said, hey, yo, if you want to be part of this, if you want to be part of this contest, I'm doing it Monday, 2 p.m. Pacific. Kind of hard to compete with the Republican National Convention going on right now, which is a crazy show if you're watching it on TV right now. But before we do the contest, let's talk a little astrology real quick, and then I also want to talk a little bit about the event that I'm doing. First of all, this full moon. Personally speaking, I think this full moon has some good qualities and it has some frustrating qualities. Let's talk about the good qualities first. The good quality is a full moon in Capricorn gets things moving. Remember, Mars is still trailing after being in retrograde for the last 3 months in a shadow period. It's not at full speed. And there's this frustrating element of Mars being in its natural home, digging through the deep, digging through the dirt, digging through the deeper emotional kind of tough aspects. But a full moon in Capricorn is all about getting back on the trail and making things happen. But it can be frustrated. This full moon in Capricorn is a little bit frustrated. The reason why? Exactly 30 days ago, we had the moon in Capricorn and the sun was in Cancer. So this is literally 5 days out of the whole Cancer transit, okay? 5 days with the moon in Capricorn. Which technically, and I don't hear anybody saying this on any astrology channel, this is technically a second full moon in Capricorn. I don't care what anybody says. The official 29 Gemini Sag happened last month on June 20th. Well, yo, I think people need to check themselves because this is another full moon in Capricorn, because on June 21st, 22nd, the moon was in Capricorn, while the sun was in Cancer. So when you get 2 full moons in Capricorn, that's not fun. You know why? Mercury, Venus in Leo that want to go have fun and live. They're the sun's best friends, right? A full moon in Capricorn is the total opposite of fun. It is, I got to get back to work. I got to get back on trail. Plus you got this Mars in Scorpio that's like really this intense kind of frustrating aspect. The good news is, okay, things are starting to move in your life and get forward, but are you ready for it? Do you have the emotional stuff ready? You know, it is sun in Cancer, right? Like, are you emotionally prepared? You might have to really check your emotions and be like, I don't know if I'm ready for this. I don't know if I'm really actually, I wanted all these things to happen, but oh man, am I really prepared? I think that this is a very important time to realize that step by step, taking one step forward at a time. It's interesting, like when you get older, it's okay to take little breaks. Like here where I live in the complex, in the garden, right? There's little benches everywhere. And it's okay to walk and then take that bench and sit there for a second and then start walking again. You don't need to run 1,000,000 miles an hour right now. You don't need to, push things so hard. There's this element of learning patience. Remember that the devil card does rule Capricorn, right? And, of course we want things, but I think that learning to really set the intention that to get what you want right now takes some time. And it takes a definite foundation of emotional security in yourself, comfort in yourself, comfort in everything that you're going through right now in your life. Once you have that, it makes it easier to take the next step, 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 you know? It's a harsh full moon though, man. It's like, really? This much more Capricorn? And it's kind of like in the background, like coming up on you out of nowhere. Like, oh man, you know? Like, I guess here it is, you know? Oh, somebody liked my shirt. It's kind of a dope shirt. But the other thing is it's a kite. And, you know, kites have a beautiful aspect. We've got the Sun, Mars, Chiron in a trine right now. So there's massive healing going on through frustration, through getting back on track. But it brings up dark, sensitive, and emotional past issues that you have to heal. And you heal it by getting back on track and by trekking on the road, but learning to take it a step at a time. Hope that helps. Tomorrow will be my official horoscope that, of course, I put on YouTube. I always do the full moon, new moon horoscopes on YouTube. And then tomorrow I will be doing spiritual dance music to get through this last part of the full moon. This is happening at the last degrees, so it'll get much more intense tomorrow. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the Leo King event. So, Hope in the Desert. The reason why I'm calling it Hope in the Desert is because the number one thing right now we need in the world, astrologically speaking as well, that backs this up is hope. Saturn's in Sagittarius. It's about to go through a very, very weird 2 months. Saturn in August is going to stop and go direct, while Neptune is squaring it, which is it will get ready for its stopping this fall in the same spot, 9 degrees of Sagittarius, or 9 degrees, okay, 9 and 9. Guess where the solar eclipse is happening this year on September 1st? 9 degrees of Virgo. All of this is impacting the star Antares, which is a very dark, intense, warrior, harsh star. I'm going to be very honest with people. It is not a very fun star, and it also opposes the other star in Gemini at 9 degrees Gemini, okay? So you got to realize that a fixed star dealing with war and warrior, okay, is about to have Saturn stop on it, Neptune square it, and a solar eclipse square it, all in the same 2 months, August into September. Gnarly. With all the stuff that's coming, and it's a little hard to say this to people, the big stuff is coming. This has all been pre-warm-up stuff. For real. And the main lesson will be hope. So how else does the universe give you a lesson in hope? It throws you stuff that really tests your hope. Your hope of the world, your hope of your own life, your hope of, things that you need to go through. Between me, you, and the 300 people watching this or whatever, or how many over thousands of people watch these live videos that blow my mind already. I already am I can't even believe over 1,000 people wanted to come to my event for this ticket. I have to even have hope to do this thing. I'm nervous as hell to go do this thing. You know what I mean? Because of the fact that I know it's going to be such an intense time. And for some reason, the universe wants me to do this event right in the middle of the eclipses. Literally. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I have my charger put up on this. So long story short is the eclipse happened September 1st. And that's the solar eclipse. And then what happens 13 days later, right? On the 13th, 14th is the lunar eclipse, right? That we're going to have in Pisces. And so I think it's so interesting to see that this event's happening in between the eclipses. Right when, I don't want to say the shit hits the fan, but right when people are going to need the hope the most. The whole world is going to need the hope the most. Mutable energy, which we're going to have a solar eclipse mutable T-square, is chaotic. Earth is about to have a seizure. It's the best way I can describe it. A seizure. And people, when a seizure happens, people freak out. I remember there was a girl who had epilepsy when I was a child in school. And when she would have an epileptic seizure at lunch, I was terrified. And I remember the fire truck would come and we would all be freaked. And this hits me at a chord when I'm like 6 years old, 7 years old, 8 years old. And she went to my school through the whole thing. I watched her go through all her epileptic seizures at lunch. She probably did like 2 or 3 a year, you know? But every time that they hit, man, I don't care. And some kids would make fun of her, you know, of course, you're in elementary school. And I never did. I always was like, this is scary. Like, this really freaks me out, you know? If you look up ancient astrology, especially, hold on one second. Okay. I recommend everybody get some old books. You know, Marcus Manilius, this is some of the oldest astrology books. This is like Caesar astrology stuff. This is stuff like astrology that was happening, Astronomica, back in the Roman times. It's actually in Latin and English. Start reading about mutable energy and how it rules seizures. Not only that, but you can even go all the way into one of the first and oldest books ever really made, which is by Matthäus Libri. This book right here, okay? This is like some of the oldest astrology ever read. Now, this is completely fatalistic astrology, but when you get extreme energy in mutable signs, it rules seizures. It's the best way I can describe it. It also rules chaos. You're dealing with Neptune in the middle of it all. This is before they even knew about Neptune, okay? When these books were written, Neptune wasn't found, right? None of the outer planets were found. This event that is about to happen, this August into September, not my event, but just the event of the world that we're about to step into here, got Neptune involved. Heavy Neptune, too, in its natural home. It's already last year retrograded to 9 degrees and was at this same spot. So we're dealing with shit from last year still that we haven't gone through that is kind of creepy. Neptune creeps me the most out, even more than Pluto. At least I know Pluto's gonna like be harsh and intense. Neptune is the Venus flytrap that looks beautiful, sucks you in, and then eats you. And you're like, oh man, it's the drug that, oh, this seems real good. And then you just start freaking out. It rules psychotic episodes. We're about to have a solar eclipse directly oppose Neptune in its natural home. Never happened in our lives before. Ever. I'd have to actually even look back to the 1840s and 50s and actually see if that even happened then. And personally, I would have to do the math. So I'm not going to actually put out, I need to do my research. Long story short, though, is that we have never in our lifetime ever seen a solar eclipse oppose Neptune in its natural home. Ever. At the same time, Saturn will be exactly squaring both. That is the most malefic of all planets. In the sign of hope, optimism, Jupiter-ruled positivity, Saturn is a malefic in that positive, hopeful spot. Gonna be the ultimate test. Hope in the desert is not just some, oh, I'm hoping to get people out there and have a fun little astrology conference. Hope in the desert is, I am praying that as many people can come because we all need to band together and be the ones that spread hope throughout the world together by connecting, by looking at all this information, by understanding what's happening, because what comes after that eclipse, what comes after the things that are going to happen in September, everybody that will be at this event will have the knowledge, the knowing, and will help change the world, because I can't do it on my own. There's no way. I can't do it on my own. You can't do it on your own either. We all have to be part of this. And Hope in the Desert is about showing that there is hope. And the way that you do that is by spreading hope and by understanding the research to have the hope. There's too much confusion. There's too much weird shit going on that people don't understand, because this is heavy Neptune. And the reason why people are freaking out and the reason why people are so scared is because you just don't have the research and the information and the knowledge and the know-how. Once you have the research, once you have the knowledge, once you have the know-how, you're not as scared, because you can know that there is hope, that there is another day, that there is a time, that there is a period that will come that will shift things. So, September 9th through the 11th, one-day tickets are available. If you just want to show up for the conference where it's 8 hours, where I do just the presentation, you hang out with the people, there's a dinner at the end, and we all hang out, I have a one-day ticket available. Get a hotel anywhere in Vegas. There's hotels in Vegas for $20. I'm not even joking. $20. Might not be the nicest, but hey, Vegas is the cheapest town in the whole entire United States to get a room. Come for one day. Do the conference. Meet people. Do the party at night, the spiritual dance music, where we're all going to come together and let it all out together in the middle of this time, and to understand what's going on and what's about to happen. And I'm going to credit Bashar here. It's so interesting that Bashar, I don't know if anybody watches Bashar, even knows that this fall, he's been saying it for years, this fall is the major turning point. Astrologically, I know this is the major turning point. Other psychic people know that this is the major turning point. Like, this is not a joke. This is not just like, this seems like a fun little conference, Hope in the Desert. It is like, hope in the desert, yo. As I got my hat backwards, like, we need hope bad. And so that's what this is about. Friday's a mixer where people get to hang out with everybody. Everybody will be divided by signs at first, because I have this really cool way of like letting everybody meet that's in your own sign. So if you do the 3-day part of the conference, it's the first and only astrology mixer that has ever been done in the world. I've researched. Nobody's ever done this. Where everybody comes by their sign, everybody gets put into this pot. I rented this huge, amazing club like that has the 4 zones: the fire, the earth, the air, the water. So all the fire signs are going to go in one spot and then be segregated by there's individual signs: the Sages, the Leos, and the Aries, the water signs, the Cancers, the Pisces, and the Scorpios. You know, they're going to be and they're all going to get to know each other. I'm going to be sitting in the middle and talk about each sign and what's going on as they're all in there, and everybody gets to laugh. And then at the end, we'll all mix together, of course. But that's the first day in itself. That's just the meet and greet. We all meet by doing the first astrology mixer ever. Then Saturday is going to be the full event where I have a whole conference room filled out. It's 8-hour presentation with 15-minute breaks in between each hour, with interactive workshop, with proving astrology's history and all the way up until now, the future, where's it going, how to affect your life, how to use your chart to change your life. Then there's a dinner where we all get to come together and everybody gets to hang out, eat. If you have a VIP ticket, whoever is about to win this VIP ticket gets to sit at my table and hang out with me for the dinner. And then at night, I'm doing a live spiritual dance music where we all get to hang out. We all get to put on our nice clothes. We all get to just spend the time together and enjoy ourselves. And I'm going to do a channeled spiritual dance mix live where we all get to do it. Sunday is my favorite part. It's always the ending of my events are my favorite because they're about everybody sharing, everybody coming together and getting the opportunity to say their story, to ask a question that's affecting their life, to have input from other people. Because I know that, sure, I'm really good at astrology, but I know there are other healers out there. I know that there are other people that are so good at what they do. And this is an opportunity for you to come out and meet other people, show your skills, help other people. And as we all come together to form a unity together, because I believe light work is real. I believe that there are people here to spread light. And I believe that this is a conference where people will get the opportunity to spread the light to the world. And this prayer circle that I do it's like a 4-hour circle where I put everybody in a circle. Everybody gets a chance to come into the middle. Of course, I moderate and do the whole thing. But when we did this in Sedona, it was the most powerful thing. It was 4 hours long and it felt like it was 1 minute, man. And I'm willing to even push it as long as we need. But it is the real deal, folks. This is not just like I know I'm called to do this and I'm terrified to go do it. I'm terrified because I'm so terrified of the energy that's coming. I'm myself scared of the astrology. I'm myself scared. I can't even believe I'm going to go do an event during the middle of the mayhem. I'm like, wow, really, God? In the middle of a Mercury retrograde, by the way. But God's like, you got to do this. I'm like, okay, I get it. I got it. So if you decide to stay on Monday, which is not part of the tickets, that's extra, right? If you want to, Monday, I'm doing a pool day to decompress after the big 3-day conference where you can hang out and talk with me and hang out and we're gonna swim, we're gonna talk astrology and talk more of the more fun stuff and try and bring some positivity out there. There's a lot of other things. Go to leokingevents.com and look at the schedule to look at everything that I'm doing. There's a lot of other surprises that I'm doing. There will be a live stream part of this if you want to, but the live stream is only for the conference aspect and the presentation. It has nothing to do with the mixer. It has nothing to do with meeting the people, and it doesn't do anything with the prayer circle or anything. So why don't we get to picking our winner? Does that sound good, everybody? All right. So, I think I'm going to turn the camera around so you guys can all see what's going on here. Okay, all right. Hold on. Okay. So, here it is, the contest. 1,067 people have entered the campaign. I'm trying to see if there's a way for me to pick the winner. Looks like most of you all were in America. So 767 of you, it's a lot of people in America. One from Argentina, one in Mexico, 91 in Canada. I got a lot of Canadians. Sweden, we got 7 people. Poland, France, 16 in United Kingdom, Spain. I got 13 in Australia. Okay. Oh, we actually have 1,500 people. Sorry. Okay. I know there's a way to pick a winner. Okay. There's other campaigns on here from my person that I don't want to show their businesses. Pick winner. Okay, here we go. Okay, here. Is everybody ready for me to generate the winner? Okay. All right. Generate winner. Generate winners. Okay. You handpick the winner. Great for contests. Promos. Use random number generator. Should we do a random number generator? Well, here it is. This is the winner. The winner is Crystal Huntsman. So, if anybody knows her, I'm going to email her and the winner. So, congratulations for the free ticket. So, I'm going to send that out to her. But if you want to go, leokingevents.com. If you want rides, there are so many people hitting me up right now in states and cities that want to carpool or take a bus together or do whatever, or carpooling, right? So my Facebook group, the Leo King Astrology, is where that's going down. People are talking about it and doing all that stuff. So that's where that's happening. We got 2 months. If you can get out there, even if it's for one day, and just come out, because this is going to be, you know, I mean, we're already rising through the depths right now, but man, let me tell you, this, when you see what's coming, astrologically, you just go, I mean, I can't even put a prediction to what's coming. It's so intense. All I can tell you is that the world will shift dramatically. So it's going to be so fun to watch. So I will be with you guys soon. Tomorrow, if you want to be part of Spiritual Dance Music, where we do the live show, we do the full moon ceremony, I do a card reading, and we do the music, and I'm in the live chat. Check that out tomorrow, spiritualdancemusic.com or here on Facebook. I'm actually going to try and find a way to live Facebook it. Leo is saying hi to all you, everybody. He's a Leo just like me. He wants some attention, you know. It's a Leo thing, you know. I'm unsure about the time of tomorrow's thing. Tomorrow, you'll see it on my Facebook. I'll post it up. I'm trying to think what else. This is my cat. He's a ham. Are you a ham? Are you a ham? You're a ham, huh? He's a ham. He likes attention. Don't you like attention? Yes, you do. You like attention. Yes, you do. So, tomorrow will be cool. And then the full moon horoscope comes up. And then, of course, tomorrow I have to film my Uncut, which I might be filming Wednesday now because it's a lot to do tomorrow. And I got to film a couple other horoscopes. And I got some readings. So it's a big deal. But thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Hope to see you at Hope in the Desert. Hope that you enjoyed this. Talk about the full moon, talk about the contest, and talk about the event. Please share the event. Please really take your time to think about it. I'm not expecting people to just like run to the website and buy, but really think about it. If you really want to be part of this movement to shift the planet and to get all the knowledge that you can through the craziness, like, this is the event to go to. There is no other event in the world that will be like this and that has never been made like this before. So thanks so much. I'll see you guys later, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.